Welcome back, friends. It is time for another wash day with the Soap Witch, and this week I am going to be doing the dreaded silk press, straightening, flat ironing, whatever. I'm gonna straighten my hair. So every 6 months I go through the torture. This is the longest styling whatever-ish stuff that I do to my hair. Let me stop talking crazy already. Like, sometimes I be going back to edit my videos and I'm like, what? What are we doing and why are we doing it? Okay. Anywho, I need my ends trimmed. And if I'm gonna go through the, what I'm trying to say already, 5 seconds into the video and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm to the point where I prefer my own natural curls, but I still like to have it straightened every now and then. So this is every now and then. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these down. This week, well, hold on, I got this bobby pin in here that I keep forgetting about, and I have pulled it out like 5 times. And that's because I only halfway, see, look, this loose. Because when I was putting these puffs up, I was not paying attention to nothing. But yeah, I threw these puffs up after I did my weekly refresh for this week, because I said no matter what, overall I'm gonna refresh my hair on day 5 for the most part. This why this be happening? Like, could you not act a fool? Rude. Okay, now that I'm done fighting with the puff cuff, I did my refresh, okay, because I said I was gonna do it on day 5 because I just like to add extra moisture to my hair because I'm high porosity, and honey, she just be soaking it up. So I'm also trying this new thing where I use my my back camera, okay, instead of the selfie camera, because when I was doing, what was I doing? Multitasking is not my friend, okay, yeah. I was showing the results, right, of my last wash and go, which was gel and foam. That's what it was, okay. And then I wanted to show, like, every day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, how it looked. I had noticed, because, like, I keep hearing folks talk about the back camera and how it's better, and I was just like, I don't feel like doing that. But I decided to try it because, like, I do notice that sometimes when I'm looking at my hair in the camera, it don't look like it look in person. I'm like, I don't like that. Anywho, usually the words I don't like that are followed or preceded or both by, and that's why I made some change. And that's what happened. So we're trying this back camera business. And so I had bought this mirror, and I've seen different kinds. This one hovers like over the phone, and it's just like at this angle where I can at least still see myself, my face mostly, okay? And so I'm cool with that, I guess. And I could just be doing it wrong. I'm probably doing it wrong. But what matters is that it's making this a more feasible option, okay? And that's what matters, because I really want this to work. And now I'm rambling, my bad. So because I am straightening my hair, I'm not going through the rigmarole of doing a hot oil treatment. Earlier this week, though, I did put some oil on these horrible edges, and like I am flaking like a beast because I worked out like 3 times, and so it's just like madness up in here, just because I sweat so bad in my scalp, and it's horrendous. Okay, where was I? All off track, trying to tell you it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Okay, so yeah, no hot oil treatment this week. Instead, I have just kind of pulled and separated my hair down like I used to before I started doing those, just to kind of get my hair down and, like, just kind of separate it. I feel like it's easier for me to get my hair like wet and fully saturated. I am not excited about the process of doing this, but I am excited to see what it looks like, because it's been 6 months, because I'm doing them every 6 months. I am excited to see what the results look like, how much they're gonna have to trim. My goal, okay, let's just talk about that. Okay, let's talk about goals. They're important. Okay, we should have goals. I'm going to wash, usually a hot oil treatment the night before, sleep with that in, wake up the next morning, wash, style. Now that's all pretty quick because I done got that down and start, washing and styling That's like 2 hours max between the two of them. That includes dry time, okay? Straightening my hair is a whole nother ballgame. That's like 2 hours just straightening. So I'm gonna wash my hair tonight. I am going to vacuum my hair, aka blow it out with the RevAir. And then after that, I'm gonna go to bed. Okay, this was the process that I did the last time, and it made me feel way less overwhelmed. So I didn't just hate my life at the end of doing it. So I do part of the process the night before, which I'm gonna do tonight, washing as soon as I shut my mouth, and vacuum my hair. That's just more fun to say than blow drying, okay? And then tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get up and flat iron it, okay? I always try to keep it from taking 2 hours, and it never, maybe an hour and a half. Cross out your fingers for me, will you? Okay, I'm gonna shut up and wash my hair, okay?
And it's time for a voiceover. So, I don't know how to work my phone right, even though I've had it for years and have pushed the buttons at the wrong time. Anyway, so now I'm in the middle of saturating my hair. It doesn't matter that I'm in the middle of it. All you need to know is that I thoroughly saturate my hair before I apply my shampoo, because I feel like it helps me distribute it better and use less product. So here's just a gratuitous shot of the back of my hair, because why not? I'm jealous that everyone else is doing it. Okay, that's Whipped Wonder, my whipped shampoo. All of the products, well, not that I use that many of mine in this one, are Tropical Fantasy scented. And so here I'm just getting out a little dollop to wash my hair. And for the first wash, I usually use more. That's the more, yes, that I'm gonna use. So back, excuse me, why? Oh my God. So back under the water, because I want my hair to be freshly saturated. And then I rub the Whip Wonder in between my hands just enough to get an equal amount on each side. I don't start lathering it until I slap it on my hair. And as you can see, it starts to foam up immediately. Because yes, it's that wonderful. That's me tooting my own horn, if you weren't wondering. If you were wondering, whatever. Anyway, so I just rub it along my strands. I only wash the top of my hair and my scalp. I really don't mess with the mid or ends that much, because I've heard and so far I have experiencing that it does help me to retain more length. That hair is drier and it just doesn't need as much cleansing. The scalp, on the other hand, yeah, go ahead and take care of that. You want to scrub that with your fingertips, not your fingernails. And then what I do is I just take the lovely foam, suds, whatever we're calling it, lather, and drag it through the rest of the hair, and that's how it gets clean. Yep, alrighty. So also, I just like to play in the suds, and I found out that there was a legitimate reason to do that, which made my day. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse this out. I like to use my hands to push or squeeze it out of my hair, just to move the process along faster and make sure that none gets left behind. You don't want that. So now that I'm done rinsing that out, I'm going in with a second wash. Did you see how much less I used? Absolutely, it's going to be enough, more than enough. So same exact process as I did for the first wash. I'm just going to thoroughly saturate hair, distribute the shampoo evenly between my hands, and then I'm going to rub it all over my hair. You can already see it foaming up like crazy. The lather in this stuff is absolutely delectable. It's not just for show. My hair gets clean from the first wash, but it really just depends on how clean I want it. So I'm going through and squeezing it out yet again. I don't know why I'm frowning up like that. We're just going to pretend like that's not happening. Okay, so squeeze that out. Look at how much more suds I got that second time. Oh, I remember what's happening. The assistant is making a ton of noise in there, and I'm like, what are you doing, sir? Okay, anyway, not that that has anything to do with this video. Moving right along. So squeezing that shampoo out, going in with a third wash. I usually don't do a third wash like ever, but I do just recall I've got my best silk presses with absolutely squeaking clean hair. So that's what I was going for this time. And this time I did suds my strands up a little, not a lot. I just did just enough to feel like I was getting it nice and clean. And then I go ahead and squeeze it out, give it a good rinse. But I mean, it was squeaking. It was squeaking like a little wheel. Okay, anyway. So I am now covered in suds, and it's been enough. Enough is enough. So, I like to split my hair in like half and then put one half up. I did a middle part here because I'm not going to be wearing this part, so it doesn't matter. But since I'm not doing a wash and go, I'm not parting it in the actual part that I'm going to wear it in, because I'm going to do a whole bunch more stuff to my hair before I straighten it. Okay, so putting that hair up and then preparing to to use Tempting Tonic Deep Conditioner on my hair. I just really feel like Tempting Tonic does a better job for me when I'm going to straighten my hair. I prefer Twilight Tempest Deep Conditioning Hair Mask when I'm going to wear it natural. So that's how much I'm using. I still apply it to thoroughly saturated hair. This is actually probably the first time I've done it with this conditioner, and but I just knew it would be the smartest choice since it works so well with the hair mask. And so I'm just applying that on that thoroughly saturated hair, and it is just gliding through and along my strands. And really what I'm using here was probably more than enough, but I'm just so used to Twilight Tempest, and the deep conditioning hair mask is just such a thicker type consistency that I don't know, I'm just not used to this anymore. So I added it in there, and it really, y'all, it's just so much. Like you'll see once I get to going along and finishing this up. But before I go on with the unbrush, I just like to finger detangle, a little preliminary detangling, if you will, and then I go on with the unbrush because it is the best. I will sing its praises till the end of time because that's how great I think it is. So I start at the ends on my detangling. If the ends are too tangled, I turn my palm and brush against my palm until I feel like it's detangled enough, and then I just do my method of brush and then finger comb after. And I feel like, one, it's just me testing to make sure that my hair is getting fully detangled, because my finger's not gonna run through tangled hair. So that section, look at it, it's already detangled, y'all. I'm just saying, my conditioners are lit. Like, don't miss out. You want your wash day to be shortened by a ton of time? Try one out. You'll thank me. You definitely won't be sorry. But as you can see, like, look at all look at all that conditioner. There is a ton. As I was going through it, I was like, I don't really think I needed this much. But I mean, me being high porosity, I wasn't upset about it neither, because it's really hard to have too much conditioner when I have, when you have high porosity here, because it just soaks it all up. But yeah, I mean, I got so much in there. I look like I went for a relaxer. I did not. I am not. I will not ever again. But I'm just saying, I just felt like man, girl, did you do too much? I mean, that's probably my middle name, Lauren Too Much Johnson. Okay, so anyway, I'm just going through. I just want you to see how long it does not take for me to detangle my hair using my method and these products, and absolutely the unbrush. Like, the unbrush is king. I'm just saying, if you like another detangling brush, go ahead. I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong, but I'm definitely right. I'm just playing. I'm not just playing, but I'm just saying. I love this thing. It absolutely glides through my hair. So this is the back, especially getting onto that, back in the kitchen area. I just want to make sure it is fully detangled. And so I just go through on with my method. It has really taken no time at all. This was a game changer for me. The conditioner itself was a game changer for me because it has a ton of slip just on its own. And so it cut my detangling time down tremendously. And then mix the unbrush in there, oh, you got a winner. You got two winners. It's all winning around here. Okay, so I'm pretty much to the end of that half, right? That's the whole half of my head done. And then I just like to glide my fingers through there a few more times, and then just take it and turn it into one big twist just to keep the hair out of my way while I work on the other side. And then any excess that squeezes out, I just wipe it across the top of my hair. Waste not, want not. That's not going down the shower. Nope. Okay, so I mean, not until I'm ready anyway. It's going on this hair first, because that hair on the top, especially in the front, is more coarse, and I think it's still kind of recovering from all the damage I did to it all that time ago. And so I just give it all the love it tells me it needs. So now it's the other side done, and I'm gonna just pull this little tiny bit of hair out this unbrush that I didn't lose. And I want you to consider, mind you, this is my entire head, y'all. It's not from just a little section. That is what I lost for my entire head. Yes, the conditioner in the unbrush did that. Okay, I mean, along with health and there are other factors obviously, but just in general, in a normal head of hair, it did. That's what it's gonna do. So I let it sit in my hair for about 20 minutes, about the same amount of time that I do Twilight Tempest Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. Why do I keep saying the whole entire name every time? I can't tell you. But anyway, I let it sit there for 20 minutes. I do not add heat, just being high porosity. I don't necessarily find that it's necessary for me, but you can if you want, especially if you're low porosity. Highly recommend it if you're low porosity. Throw that heat on there. Send that hooded dryer for 20-30 minutes. I do 30 for my son. Anyway, so I get that all rinsed out. Another gratuitous shot of the back of the hair. It does look really nice. Like, I see why people do it. I jumped on the bandwagon. I did. So what had happened was I finished this up and thoroughly rinsed the side of my hair. Man, I just kept on rinsing because I was like, is it out? That's how soft and smooth my hair was when I was done. I was like, did I rinse it all out? I did, though. And the curls still look amazing. Nice and hydrated, beautiful definition. Not that we're going to accentuate any of that today, but you know, here we are. So I'm just going to go ahead and wring that out a little bit because it just needs to be kind of damp for this next part. Okay, so all that's done, and I usually don't put my hair in a towel, but it needs to be like moist, I guess. You don't want it dripping wet. And also, I was trying to let my the humidity out of my bathroom before I finish this next step, because apparently I have read that your hair just gonna revert back if you blow dry your hair while it's still humid in your bathroom, which makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna put this heat protectant on because I swear I stay forgetting and then be mad. But it's called the Satin Shield Serum. Let's start over. Satin Shield Serum. It's like a tongue twister. What is this? With every product now. Sheer Genius collection on deeperthanhair.com. So this is the heat protectant that I've been using for I don't know how long, because you don't need much. Look at how much I have. I'm going to have it for the rest of my life. Okay. You don't need much, which is why, why? Yeah. I'm sorry. You don't need much, which is why it's lasted me so long. It smells good too. I don't know if I want to put some more on my ends or not. Maybe it's a tiny bit. Like, I'd be afraid to overdo it because, you know, if you have too much product on your hair for a silk press, it ain't gonna come out right. You don't put enough though, and you end up with damaged curls. So it's like, what do you do? My hair feels so soft. It's crazy. Y'all know I don't wear no middle part, but I'm just gonna keep it for now. I'm probably gonna have to wet my hair a little bit more. It's too dry, it feels like. I didn't think that it would take so long for the humidity to like take itself on somewhere, and it took forever. So yeah, I feel like my hair might be a little too dry. Nothing this can't fix. Okay, that's good, right? There we go. I think that's perfect. Okay, so I think in my mind, I always be having ideas. It's a dangerous place to be. I was thinking that I would do 5 sections on each side. Okay, we're gonna see how that goes, right? It's rare that you see me do a whole bunch of sectioning going on because, you know, I'm lazy. We have discussed this a bunch of times, but like, you can't put too much hair in the RevAir or it gets really, really mad at you. So I'm gonna take the RevAir comb and just detangle. Because even though I did detangle in the shower and it's not like super tangly right now, I just want it to be like thoroughly detangled before I use the RevAir, aka hair vacuum. I usually put it in the RevAir for a minute and 30 seconds. Okay, get your words. A minute and 30 seconds. So let's see how that goes. I practiced all this before I got on. I'm not going to look like no fool this week. Okay. My hair feels pretty soft still. Even my ends. Usually they're kind of crunchy. We'll see though. Okay. So we got it pretty straight. So moving on to the next part. Is that this? Still feels a little moist. So yeah, I'm gonna just go through with all this. I'm gonna come back when she finished, okay? Okay, this is my last piece. So a couple of tips to get, well, the way that I get the results that I want to get from the RevAir. So one, they say like you want no bigger than 3 inches, I think, in diameter. That sounds about right. So you want to just make sure you're, you know, putting a good amount of hair in there. Not too much, not too little, because you want, the point is to save time, not take all day. So I did like 10 sections. I did 5 on each side. Of course, then I combined them when I did the Bantu knots. It doesn't matter. Next is, I always hold my hair at the very bottom
It's the mouth of it. I hold it at the very bottom when I, put it in there, and it just sucks it right in that way. So I feel like the ends have the best chance of going in and getting as straight as possible, etc. I use heat protectant. Okay, mouth, we've been doing real good. I used heat protectant before I started detangling the hair. I think you saw me do that. I maybe already said that before, but just reiterate, you want to detangle it before you put it in the RevAir. And then you need to know for your purposes, your hair type. This is one of the times where the number letter system sort of matters. Like I'm type 4, so I use the highest heat, and the highest number goes with the 7. Yeah, highest heat. So that's here. So 2, that's the highest heat. 1 is like middle heat, and 0 is like, what's the point? That's mean. I don't mean it that way. That's what I mean for my hair. If I'm blow drying, it's gonna be with heat. Okay. So then, and then down here where I can't really show you because I'm not gonna lift this up, but it goes 1 through 7, I think. 7 is where I put it highest setting. I got type 4 hair. That's what I need. So yeah, I'm very satisfied with the job that it did. I'm a fan. It's a thing. It's my thing. Anyway, so also I was supposed to be telling you how to get the best results. When you put it on your hair, like you saw me do earlier, you don't move it up and down. You just leave it. Sit it on your roots. It will dry your root. Whole thing. Roots in will be dry. Okay. I think that's all. I think those are all my tips. I've said enough and interrupted myself and ADHD'd all through this explanation. So when I come back in the morning, I will take these down, and then I will proceed with pressing it out. See you tomorrow. Morning. You already know I'm not a morning person, and I'm already dropping stuff. It's time to straighten my hair. I'm gonna take these down. But before I take them down, this is the case for my flat iron. It's open because I've already opened it, okay? But it's really lovely and handy dandy, okay? This is the flat iron I'm using. What's that weird contraption on your flat iron soap wedge? It's called the grip comb. I watched deeperthanhair.com because she's excellent. And so she was using this on her flat iron. This is also her flat iron from deeperthanhair.com. So I put this on here because this is the chase method without having to do the chase method. And so I had seen her doing it. She said it was great. Now I want to do it because trying to do all that, especially by yourself, is not it. Okay. I mean, I was doing it because it is it, but I'm just saying I would prefer an easier method. Okay. So I'm gonna plug this in sometime today. Okay. And I'm gonna put this on 410. And after an hour, it will shut off. It shuts off on me every time because it takes me more than an hour. I may be using both these combs. I don't know. Just if it's too tangled, maybe this one first. I pretty much always use this one to do like the final detangle because this used to be my chase comb. But I just want to make sure, what am I making sure? Yeah, that the hair is just fully detangled before I drag the flat iron over it. And the grip comb should help me keep from like just crushing squiggly, hairs up under it so it doesn't look preposterous when I'm done with the first pass, because the idea is only to use one pass. So it's on 410, high enough heat. I've gotten extremely good results with being on 410, so I don't think I need higher than that. The flat iron, it heats up pretty quick. I always go, man, I should just wear my hair like this. I had tried that once though. I can't remember if it lasted for 5 minutes or if, no, it was the one with the wave formers. Okay, which is actually on YouTube from some years ago. Honey, I did those. The waves was cute for 30 seconds and then halfway to work, my hair was a puffball. But I think I did this before on dry hair, well, blow dried hair, whatever. And, but I used some products. I didn't use any products this time, obviously, because I was not trying to do this as a style. So now I've gotten that out. I would have left them all up except for I want to add this Skinny Serum by Paul Mitchell to my hair. So this would have lasted me for the whole entire rest of my life, but the bottle spilled over and it was open. I don't even know how that happened, but like for real, it ain't cheap. Okay. So I used to just do one pump, but I have like twice as much hair now. So I did just 2, and I'm just trying to evenly distribute it, if you will, all over my hair. I'm excited to see how this grip comb is gonna do, because it will be more effective than me attempting to do the chase method by myself. So I'm just excited to see if I get better results or either the same results with just less effort. I will accept either one. Work smart, not hard. That's my motto. Okay, so this is warmed up and I don't need to be taking precious amounts of that hour time limit for this thing shut off. So we're gonna start right off in this kitchen. My kids ain't know what that was, by the way. I said, where y'all kitchen at? And they looking at me like, is this a trick question? Okay, first section done. I always put this clip on parts that I finish to help keep them out the way. I just got them in super straight. Okay, here's what we got so far. I'm gonna go ahead and keep on keeping on, and I'll be back when I'm close to the end probably. Or make halfway through. I'll show you halfway through and then I'll show you like when I'm finishing up. Okay, let me shut the door for a second. In this long escapade of will I ever be done with my hair? Okay, it's how I feel every time, so it's normal, it's fine, it's good, and it's hot. All right, so it's been about an hour. I already know that because the flat iron I already shut off on me once. It's gonna happen. So I'm more than halfway done. Let me just turn around and show you where I'm at. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. It's going well. It has not really puffed back up on me. I can't complain. So this is where we are. I'm doing a better job on this side than that side, but that's typical. But I'm still happy enough with it. And like, okay, so far, like this grip comb thing is getting a 10 out of 10 because I usually have gross crunchy ends that I cannot comb through. Now I feel like part of that is definitely due to the extra moisturizing and stuff that I've been working hard on doing. But like none of this is like, usually I've been doing a better technique too. But that comb is it, like get you one. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to come back when I'm like really close to maybe doing like the last few pieces. And I'm gonna go get my hair trimmed today. That's usually what I do. I try to get up early enough to finish my hair so I get my hair trimmed like right after right. Okay, let me just okay, so this is my last piece. I'm always so excited when I get to this point. So here is what I've been doing. Lord, it is hot. It's too hot. What was that? Did you hear it? Hopefully not. Okay, so I'm gonna take and just like, I've been detailing each piece with this teeny tiny comb. If it's bigger pieces, sections, I've been doing this and then that. Okay, so then I just take it and just kind of smooth the root some and just give it a little tug, right? To pull it kind of straight. Because I want to make sure that root gets straight when I press. So then I just take it and then just go all the way down. I go pretty slowly down each section. And all the sections weren't this tiny, but this last one always ends up being real small because of the way I strangely split the hair in the front because I like a side part. We already talked about that. I don't need to beat a dead horse. Okay. So anyway, all the way down, there we go. That's it. So I'm done before it shut off on me a second time. And this is, oh, my glasses right off. Okay. Can you not? So I feel like that method did a better job for me than usual because often my ends are still crunchy and even my roots are like, they're tangly or still like I ain't get them good enough. But with making sure I kind of tug at them before, I got that technique from somebody else. I ain't create none of it. Okay. It just seems like I got an overall better press. This comb is trying to tell me something different. So, okay. I might so I'm just going to see if I can not do too much, but just, you know, smooth them down just a teeny tiny bit. Okay. We're not doing nothing else to it. Let me show you the back. You get to know before I do because I didn't turn around and look. Make no mistake, I will. Overall, I think this press looks really good though. Definitely one of my best. I don't even get the torpedo hair happening in the back like I usually do. maybe a little on that side. It don't matter, I don't care. I'm satisfied with this. I'll be back when I get it trimmed and show you the final look. Okay, so this has gone on long enough and it is time to wrap up this video. But I did want to come back and show you the absolute final results. I went and got my trim. I asked her to, you know, give me some like layers. So the front is a little shorter than the back, which is fine. That's how I prefer it anyway. I'm gonna stop playing with it. So anyway, this is the final look. Let's turn around and see the back. Okay, look at that. Pretty good body, can't complain. I kind of went through all the details, I went through all the details of how I got this silk press, which, one more time, I washed very thoroughly. Like, I usually don't do 3 washes because I don't usually need that level of clean for my hair. But I washed it until, I mean, it was squeaking. And then I deep conditioned, I mean, the hell out of it. Like, I probably used twice as much as I needed. But hey, for me, high porosity, I can never have too much conditioner, so I just went with it. And then I made sure that when I was doing any of the drying or straightening, that the bathroom was not humid at all. Like, after I waited like an hour or so after I had showered before I blow dried it or vacuumed it with the RevAir, as you're wanting to get it as dry and as straight as possible during the blow drying process, and that makes it easier to straighten. So I showed you how I straighten it every single step, small pieces, kind of pull at the roots to get the roots as straight as possible. Look at me mimicking. I talk with my hands. I can't help it. If you hold my hands, I can't talk. True story. Anyway, you don't need to know that much. So, okay, so like I was saying, and that grip comb though, like MVP. Okay, this is, I bought like 3 because, you know, just in case. But yeah, this is what it looks like, you know, in the package. So it's this little comb and it's got this adhesive in here, and it tells you got to leave like a 1 centimeter gap in between, you know, the comb and the flat iron, and you not exceed 450 degrees Fahrenheit for more than an hour at a time. My flat iron was at 410, so that wasn't an issue. And I definitely flat ironed for over an hour, but it kept its form and all of that, like it didn't warp or bend or whatever have you. So anyway, this little bad boy right here, and it comes with, you know, the little instructions. I looked up on YouTube just to make sure I was doing it right, because now I'd be questioning. But it also comes with, you know, instructions, and then it comes with the wipe to what you wipe off your flat iron first. I should have did it on film, but I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't. But anyway, you use this to wipe off your flat iron, make sure it's clean, and then you pull off the red adhesive strip and then put it on your flat iron, and then you're good to go. Like, I mean, it performed perfectly, and I really do feel like that did add to, you know, my ends, because usually my ends are a big problem when I flat iron and when I blow dry. So I know it's a mixture of technique and that I just took really good care of it, because sometimes after blow drying with the RevAir, my ends will still be crunchy, and they weren't so bad. My hair was very soft. It's still very soft. And so I'm gonna baby this for the rest of the week to try to get as many days out of it as I can after all of that work. Okay, anyway, I said I was gonna wrap this up an hour ago. Okay, it wasn't an hour, but you know, I said I was gonna wrap it up and I didn't. So here's today's lip gloss. What do you think? This one is, what is it? Rose Gold Glitter. I knew that's what it was. Rose Gold Glitter. It's actually one of my favorites. Maybe my top favorite, because I mean, I just love rose gold. Don't forget about the hair journal. I mean, this is absolutely one where I would note down in a hair journal. Just mine is just on YouTube, so I don't write it down. I video it and talk about it for, you know, 20 minutes longer than I need to. Anywho, so, but that's where I would note all of the things that I did for this silk press to make sure that I could have those directions to follow in the future if I like what I did. Or if it turned out horribly, I would also note that too and be like, don't ever do these things again. Either way, it's a good place to note tips and things about your hair, or set hair goals, or set schedules, or whatever you want to. So if you're interested in getting a hair journal, feel free to check out mine. It's in the description below. It's a digital journal, so you can just download any part of it at any time, as many times as you want, whenever you need it. Also, the earrings that you can't see, I've been making resin earrings a long time. They're one of a kind, so unfortunately if you like the ones that I have on, I typically don't have those listed. And I prefer them to be one of a kind because I think it's fun and nice and all that. I can do the same colors but not the exact same look or design. So anyway, I have others, like I have one similar to the big puzzle pieces that I wear sometimes. You know, anyway, so I'll put a link for you to check those out too. I have a couple of pair. I intend to actually, I used to do, let me start over and stop interrupting myself. I used to make a bunch of resin stuff under my Imagine Awakenings website, where I now just do digital coloring books. And I decided that I was just going to move the resin stuff over to Sub Witchcrafts and start making more resin products. I have not yet, but I will. I'm just working on some things. But I have some earrings over there if you're interested. Long story short. Okay. Actually, that was a short story long, but whatever. I'm real bad, notorious for doing that. And finally, I really appreciate you hanging out with me. If you like what you saw, consider liking and subscribing. Hit the notification bell to see all notifications whenever I post a new video. And I will see you next time.